Morning my friends, welcome back to my channel. How's it going? I hope you're doing really well. Hope your day is off to a lovely start. I hope there might even be a little bit of blue sky in your life right now. I can see like a tiny little patch. My mum and maybe even my nan used to say there's enough blue to make a pair of sailor's trousers. I'm not sure today there is enough blue to make a pair of sailor's trousers. Maybe some fetching shorts, perhaps a pair of lovely blue socks. He's going to be a very well-dressed sailor. I've got this lovely, quite kind of warming, tantalising feeling that spring is literally just around the corner right now. It just needs to wake up a little bit sooner. I can tell it's trying really hard. Like the first signs are there. It's getting a little bit brighter. I've kicked off hot cross bun season. Don't know about you, but my breakfasts are now exclusively hot cross buns. But I'm gonna need it to kind of kick its arse into gear a little bit quicker and try a little bit harder, because I really feel like my body and soul is crying out for some sunshine. I feel like we haven't seen sight nor sound of a crumb of sunshine for about 90 years at this point. I look like a sickly Victorian child. My vitamin D levels are in hell. I don't think it's good for me. So I could really use some actual radiant sunshine. If it wants to turn up anytime soon, I'd much appreciate it. Anyway, I'm actually really looking forward to vlogging today for a couple of reasons. Number one, this is a little bit of a test run. I don't think you'll be able to tell any difference, but for my own peace of mind, I actually bought myself a new camera. You're on a shiny new bad boy right now. So today is a little bit of a test run before I take this to New York, which is happening tomorrow. We'll get to that in a minute. Back to the new camera. You can tell I've got a lot going on in my brain today because the kind of pathways of every single thought that I have each have like 17 branches coming off of them of things that I need to think about today. But number one is to let you know I'm on a brand new camera, so it might be a little bit hit and miss, touch and go, because I've had a bit of a fiddle faddle with the settings. Bear with me while we try and get to grips with this one today. I wanted to make sure that I gave it a good little run around today so that I can check that it's all good to go before I chuck it in a suitcase tomorrow. Reason number two that I'm vlogging today is that I'm just really bloody excited and I'd like someone to talk to today. So that's your job. My mind is really quite blown that we are going tomorrow. I've had this booked for such a long time, and because it was a surprise trip for Adam, if you didn't watch the last vlog, there's a little reveal clip in there if you'd like to see that. This is a surprise trip from me for his 30th. I've had this booked since January and have kept it almost entirely and exclusively to myself. I did tell a couple of friends about it when we went for bottomless brunch. A couple of Bloody Marys, I'll tell you anything. And now it's here. And now today is the day that I actually have to get stuff done. So I've booked off today as like a pre-holiday, get my life together type day. But even though it's currently feeling a little bit stressful and a little bit daunting, the amount of stuff that I've got to get done today is slightly concerning. But the day before a holiday is a really great feeling, isn't it? My main concern, honestly, is that I hate leaving Flo. I hate leaving our cat Flo. And even though I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it, there's just this like chilling hand of dread just placed on my shoulder while I think about leaving the cat all the time. But that's probably a really good indicator that I need to go away for a few days. When I'm feeling the cold hand of dread about leaving the cat for like 5 days, it's probably time I left the country. I've actually got a couple of little last minute worky bits that I'm just gonna go and box off right now at my desk. But that should actually lead in quite nicely. I might have timed this quite well to start the day because I need to be at my desk anyway to check us in. We're flying with British Airways tomorrow from Heathrow, I think. Wow, need to check that one. And every time we go away, I think to myself, you know what, next time I'm gonna become one of those people that packs like 4 days in advance. I'll feel so good about myself and that'll be a great decision. Do I ever do it? No. I don't know how people do it because most of the stuff that I want to take with me is sitting in the washing basket until the day before when I finally remember that I need to do some laundry. And like, I need all my toiletries and stuff before we go, so I have no idea how people do it. So that's how today is looking. I've also got to clean the house because my friend Gemma is coming to house sit and cat sit for us. If you can't tell, I'm really excited. I feel a little bit frantic, a little bit crazy, but let's get the show on the road. Okay, work bits. Let's go do the work bits first. Let's calm down slightly. Let me also, as well, just take a moment to show you where Flo has decided to fall asleep this morning. Has she opted for the velvet beanbag? No. Has she opted for the king-size bed? No. Has she opted for the empty laundry basket? Yes. I actually wouldn't be all that surprised if you're still in there when we return in 5 days, to be honest. Right, it's officially check-in time. Not sure why I'm treating this like I'm trying to get Glastonbury tickets, like I'm literally here on the dot, like, come on, seat on the plane. How many bags do we have to check in? 1 each? Yeah, we're gonna take 1 big suitcase each. I thought we'd probably do a little bit of shopping while we were there. Look, I've got my eye on Bath and Body Works candles. If I fill a suitcase full of them, so be it. We've got loads of luggage space though, because we've each got 1 checked in bag, and then we can have 1 cabin size bag plus a handbag. So I'm just gonna take my entire life with me. Do we want those seats? No, we don't want those seats. They are not together. I mean, let's go for lucky row 33? 8 hours. Wow. It's a long way away, isn't it? I always think New York is literally like round the corner. In my head it's like a 4-hour flight. Oh no, someone's taking my bloody seats. This is why you have to do it on the dot, you see. I like to think of myself as a very modern woman, but part of me still wants to print this off. I've now finished online check-in. Your flight will depart from Heathrow, Terminal 5. Let's actually not forget that. Cool, I think we're done. Wow, we're actually going. The Big Apple, baby. The big city. That was the big thing that I had to do this morning. I'm going to box off this work now and then I'll catch up with you in a bit. For anyone who's particularly interested in these kind of things, I thought I would quickly just mention as well, this is the new camera, which I am now currently going to be using to vlog. It's the Canon G7X Mark II, the classic vlogger's choice. I actually much prefer this to the Mark III. My previous one was the Mark III and I never really got on too well with it, so I've now gone back to the Mark II. It's super straightforward if you are like me and an absolute div when it comes to cameras and you literally know absolutely nothing. You can literally just point and shoot and go, or there's lots of kind of complex and camera-y type things that you can do with your shot as well if you like to make things a little bit more fancy. Oh, well, this is here as well. I'll also just show you this. How cute is this new laptop case? I picked this up from Skinny Dip. I'll make sure to link it down below, but it is like a little padded laptop sleeve. It's even got little supportive like elastic straps in it to keep your laptop in place. It's really nice and thick and padded, and I just thought the design was so pretty. These are actually like little embellishments. Now I can really grow as a human being, hopefully, and I won't just be putting my laptop bare back into a tote bag. Right, I've smartened myself up a bit. By that I mean I've had a shower and put some actual clothes on. I actually am gonna have to put some dry shampoo in this hair because it's disgusting, but I'm putting off the hair wash until tonight, the pre-holiday hair wash. She's beauty and she's great. So I've got some packages. I have got a couple of returns, which I'm going to go run to the post office right now so that they are in before I go. I've got my brother's birthday card because I'm a very organised human being. It's his 30th birthday, like the day after we get back. Also thinking, I mean, I haven't really got time to do this today, but I really wanted to have nice nails for our trip, and they currently are the nails of a mad woman. I mean, I've literally ripped them to shreds, and the manicure lady will definitely tell me off. She always does. If I feel like I've got time when I get to the high street, I think I'll pop in and get them done as well, just so I feel a little bit more put together. I mean, look at the state of me. I need all the help I can get. Okay, let's go on a little hot girl walk, get my podcast on before it rains, because I think it's gonna absolutely chuck it down. And for anyone wondering, yes, the cat is still in the washing basket. Are you okay in there? I have returned. That was very successful, really successful actually. I even avoided getting rained on. I timed it perfectly because it's just starting to rain now. So I went and got my nails done. I felt like I had time, and it was only like a very basic gel manicure. I went a bit rogue with the colour. I went for this really like pale, why am I showing you this side? That was not very exciting. I went for this like very pale
lemon yellow colour. They look so much better. It kind of looks like I've had a hand transplant. I think I got everything we needed. I got into the shop and I was like, why didn't I write a list? So I just kind of had to go off the top of my head. I don't think we need very much, to be honest, because we've got checked in luggage. It's not like we need miniature sizes of anything, or, you know, special travel products, and we're not going anywhere hot that requires all the faff of like body sun cream and after sun and all that stuff. I got myself a conditioner because I definitely did need that. I've just finished my Coco and Eve hair mask, which is my absolute fave. I love it. But I foolishly didn't order any in time to take that away with me, so I picked this up. I've never used this before, but to be honest, I thought it sounded quite delicious, and it was gonna make my hair smell like banana and coconut. I also stocked up on blister plasters because I know we're going to be doing a lot of walking, and hopefully we won't need these, but you just never know, do you? So they're good to just chuck in your bag while you're wandering around a new city. Also got a pack of paracetamol. I mean, I don't really know why I bought these, because we're literally going to like one of the biggest cities in the world where there's a pharmacy, like every third door belongs to a pharmacy. I also bought a mini egg Easter egg. I promise this isn't for myself, this is actually for Gemma. This is a little gift from Flo to say, thank you Auntie Gemma for looking after me, and sorry in advance if I'm a huge pain. I mean, I also got some hot cross buns. But I did actually think they would be quite handy because we might want a little bite to eat before we dash out in the taxi in the morning at like 6 o'clock tomorrow. And after I've been to get my nails done, I was like, well, it would be rude not to have a quick browse in the charity shops and see if there's any good books lurking for a bargain. So, I mean, I came back with 3. Honestly, I cannot rave enough about how much you need to check charity shops for books before you dash into any normal bookshops and pay full price for, you know, popular titles that a lot of people are reading at the moment. Check the charity shops, because it's the big popular ones that end up in there because everybody's got a copy and people have a clear out all the time. I literally couldn't leave these behind. So for £2 I picked up The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. I have eyed this up in Waterstones, I think every time I've gone in for the past year. I picked this up for £2 from the British Heart Foundation, love that. And then I also got these 2 in Oxfam. I got The School for Good Mothers, which I've seen loads of people reading on Instagram recently. I feel like this is a bit of a trendy book at the moment, as well as this one, How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie. I have been resistant to reading this because I try not to go for celebrity authors, to be honest. I probably wouldn't have picked it at full price, but for £2.49 from Oxfam, you got me. Honestly, I saw Donna Tartt, I saw Stacey Halls, I saw Sally Rooney. Books that I recommend constantly over and over, all those like popular Greek mythology titles, they're all in there. If you can make a little detour before you pop into the popular book chains, just check the charity shops first and you never know, you might find a bargain. Just as I suspected, leftover risotto, that is what we like to see. Thank you, Adam.
To preface this by saying, if you came here for a satisfying organizational motivational approach to packing, you've come to the wrong place, although I suspect you probably know that by now. This is going to be my suitcase of choice. This is actually quite new. I bought this just before we went to Florida last year. It's a brand called Trip, and I picked this up from Cheshire Oaks Designer Outlet. I think they have their own shop. And this was an absolute bargain. I would always get my suitcases from the outlet village. It's actually still looking really good. It's got a couple of scuffs and bits on it, but not too bad at all. The one I had before this, it was like, it's probably in our like original Florida vlogs actually. It was a Primark special. It was like a floral Kath Kidston inspired, and I got that I think when I went to Cavos when I was like 18. So that one lasted like 10 years. So this one's really got to put a shift in to earn a place in my heart like that last hideous one did. And helpfully as well, it's very lightweight. Like I can kind of chuck this around and do it willy-nilly and it's absolutely fine. So that's always a good start, because I'm about to fill it with about 95 kilos worth of stuff probably. I would actually bet you any money, you know, as soon as I start doing this, the cat's going to appear. As soon as she sees a suitcase, she's probably very concerned, but also just has to get involved, has to, you know, try it out for size. And just to note, I'm putting an old towel on the bed before I put the suitcase on there, before anybody starts to judge me. The shoes, I'm going to start with my trusty Doc Martens, just because I can simply wear them for hours. They go with pretty much anything. I feel like these are a solid bet. These are going in first and foremost.
and they take up most of the suitcase and probably half of my weight allowance. I really want to take these. These are reasonably new, these are my New Balances, but I've worn them quite a lot, but they still rub a little bit. I feel like they're potentially a risky choice. So I think what I'm going to do is wear these on the plane, and then I'll also chuck in my really old faithful Reeboks. I wish I had some like pretty girly boots to take with me, but I don't have anything like that at the moment, and realistically I probably won't need them anyway. We're going to be walking loads all day, so the priority is comfort. I'm really going to try my best to make sensible, logical, rational decisions here. So now let's do pants, bras, tights, socks. We are literally going Wednesday to Tuesday morning, but I'm going to take like 8 of each. I mean, you never know. When it comes to how many pairs of pants to pack, you simply never know what disasters might befall you. So better to be safe than sorry. Okay, let's return my back for 2 minutes. And what do we have here? Suitcase invader, caught red-handed. I do hate to break this to you, but I'm afraid you're not actually coming on this one. I'm not even going to show you the bed right now until things are slightly more contained and under control. What I can only describe as complete and utter carnage has ensued. I forgot that I'm really bad at this. I had a bit of a great brainwave that these leggings that I'm basically living in at the moment would actually be really nice to fly in. They are so comfy, like buttery soft. They're from Tala, and they're like one of the best things I've bought in recent months. They are so comfy, they're such a lovely fit, and they've got a little bit of a flare to them, which makes them look a little bit less like leggings and a bit more like something that's acceptable. I was about to make a monumental step and start putting actual clothes in, but how am I supposed to interrupt this? Absolutely furious about this whole situation. Here you go, you can sit on the window and look out at the world. For God's sake. Just let me pack. Are you joking? I've literally just pulled you out of there. I'm sorry. Rachel, no! So I'm going to pop in my Levi's and my belt, wherever that is. Seeing as Flo is being particularly uncooperative right now, I think what I'll actually do while I'm kind of vaguely outfit planning is make little piles on the bed. And then when she least expects it, I will pull her out and actually put the clothes in my suitcase rather than a slightly grumpy cat. I think for one of our busy kind of touristy days, I might wear this jumpsuit. Should I put this on and show you what this is like? This is from Nobody's Child. It's missing pockets, which I think is a real shame, but it's a nice kind of long leg, floaty sleeve, cute little jumpsuit. It's got this really like big statement v-neck collar, which I think is super cool. For like easy day dresses, I've also got this black one as well, which might be a good choice. I don't know how I feel about this one. Is that cool girl vibes? I've kind of lost the thread of what they even are these days. The only thing about this, where is it? Here it is. I've somehow got paint on this. How, like, honestly, how have I even managed that? I certainly don't wear a denim jacket to paint my living room, so I literally have no idea how that's happened. Okay, so that feels like another day outfit, although I have now accumulated having to take a denim jacket with me. But hang on, let's check the weather. Oh, the Sunday, Adam's birthday, 15 degrees and sunny. Stunning. I know I definitely want to take this little combo. I think this is really cute. Obviously I will wear this with tights and probably Doc Martens, I think. That's gonna make a cute outfit. That's so easy. I can chuck those on, no problem. So they're both going in. I know I'm definitely gonna take this one because I really like wearing this one in the evenings. That always makes me feel good. So that one is officially going in. And this little long sleeved one as well, I think is a cute choice. It's got these really pretty like forget-me-not flowers on it. Just nice and easy. I feel like if I'm having a lull in confidence or whatever, I won't hate wearing that one. So that can go in too. Oh, pajamas. Well done, whoever said that through the screen. These ones are so flipping cool. They're like this neon pink gingham shorts and shirt combo. They're so cool. They're from Lucy and Yak. I feel like we're getting there. We're making good progress. I mean, nothing's actually in the case yet. But I have packed the cat. Seeing as it's really light and I can fold this up little, I'll also take my blue stripy shirt. That actually looks quite cool just with black flares. It looks very kind of like effortless and easy. So if I don't feel good in anything that I've packed, that would be a nice kind of loose fitting option. You can tell that you've really learned from your like past getting dressed meltdowns, can't you? When you put in several options to appease your brain. So here's how we're looking so far. We've got a pile of tops, evening dresses, daytime casual dresses, pajamas, cat, Flo. I'm really sorry. Oh, did you hear that little chirp? I'm really sorry. Well, if you shan't let me in the suitcase, then I simply must return to the laundry basket. I bid you good night. My perfume is going in. I'm going to take this one that I got for Christmas. This is Replica Whispers in the Library. It's the most beautiful scent. I love this so much. And I haven't taken this on a trip anywhere yet. I feel like I bang on about this all the time, but anytime you go on a special trip, make sure you like assign some kind of new scent to it. So whether that's a perfume that you haven't taken on a trip before, or just like a shower gel or a shampoo that smells lovely, because scent is one of the most, like, for me, it's one of the most nostalgia sparking things in the world. Some of the kind of shower gels and perfumes that I've worn on previous trips that we've done spark the most amazing memories for me now. It's honestly like one of my favourite little things to do in life, to just like spark a little bit of extra joy. I would love to take my Air Wrap, but I've heard it's not very good on like American outlet points, so I'm going to take this instead because I know this worked for me fine in Florida. This is my Beauty Works curler, just for like beachy waves. Hairspray I'll probably use in the morning. Dry shampoo can go in there because I'm going to wash my hair tonight. I was going to take flannels, but then I found this little bag of like travel washable reusable cotton pads, so I'm going to take those with me. Things like my cleanser, my serums and stuff I'll use tonight, so they have to wait till tomorrow. All my makeup I'll use in the morning before we fly. But then I've got shower gel. Problem is this isn't actually whipped cream, it's just designed to look like one, like it's literally the exact same canister. They're pretty crazy, but they're very nice to use. I've got my razor to go with me as well. My shampoo hasn't gone in yet, so I'll put that red. Conditioner's gone in, razor's gone in. Got some paracetamol, which might be handy. Actually, I might put them in my flight bag. I'll leave those. Blister plasters, they can go in. I've got my retainers, they can go in. I've also got this little body cream, which I thought might be handy. These little minis from the Body Shop. For now, I'll just pop on the top there till the rest of the stuff's ready. But my curler can go in. Thinking to have on the plane, I think I'm going to take this like big green tote bag with me. I love this bag anyway, so I might want to use this out and about. And then what I think I'll do is inside here, I will also pop my kind of ultimate essentials, like my wallet and my keys and lip balm and stuff like that can go in my trusty Uniqlo shoulder bag. So I'm going to do a bit of a bag within a bag, but it feels kind of logical, it makes sense in my head. And I'm going to go and write this right now to take with us, but how good is this birthday card that I bought for Adam? It's absolute crunch time because I'm about to make the monumental decision of which books to take with me. This is only a 5-day trip, so I'm going to be sensible about this. However, it is a 5-day trip that includes an 8-hour flight outwards and a 7-something hour flight on the way back. I feel like 2, maybe even 3 isn't entirely out of the realms of possibility. I'm also gonna pack this, which might look like an intriguing device, but it's actually one of the greatest things I own. This is a book light, which if you are a reader and you don't own one of these, this should literally be the next thing that you purchase. Look, it clips on to your book. You charge it, this particular one, you charge by like a USB type dealio. And then when you're reading in bed or on the sofa, even better if your partner loves to like watch something in bed or game in the evening with the lights off. 3 levels of light. We can go warm. We can go cool. Honestly, one of the best things I own, and I thought this would actually be really great for the flight. So an obvious choice is to take the book that I'm currently reading. But see if you follow my logic here. I've got this much left. It's quite a big chunky book. I'm reading the Atlas 6. Got mixed feelings about it. So I don't know whether, I know this makes me sound completely insane. Is that a waste of a book space? I am leaning towards these two, definitely. Although in classic me style, actually, do you know what? They're not even particularly big books in terms of how long they are. But for some reason, they're both absolutely enormous in terms of actual size of book. This one, I'm really excited about this. Look at that cover. That is the coolest 80s inspired cover. This is my best friend's exorcism. Unholy hybrid of Beaches and The Exorcist blends teen angst, adolescent drama, unspeakable horrors, and a mix of 80s pop songs into a pulse-pounding supernatural thriller. That sounds so fun. I have to take this one. You know when you just have a really good feeling about a book, you can't even particularly pinpoint why.
I've seen this mentioned on Book Talk a fair few times. This is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. How many loves do you get in a lifetime? She's beautiful, self-involved, and mildly neurotic London socialite. He is Britain's most photographed bad boy who broke her heart. Honestly, I know very little about it, but when people have a special place in their heart for books, that instantly makes me want to open up mine for it as well. So how about a nice mixture of 80s exorcism and London socialite romance? 4's excessive, isn't it? If I take this as well, that's excessive. I'm gonna have to just come back to this, I think, which I hate because I hate moving on to another book when I haven't finished the last one. I can't take 4 books for a 5-day trip. That is verging on losing the plot, I think. Maybe 3 is too much. No, 3 is fine, because if I'm in a really ready mood, I can get a lot done in 8 hours. And it's going in my hand luggage, so that's absolutely fine. And it's not going to weigh my suitcase down. Does that mean I should take full? Okay, here's the final mix. Here's how we're looking. Looks like a strong mix to me. Please excuse the curly whirly state of things. I thought I'd try and get ahead of myself for the morning and curl my hair in advance. I just know that I'm gonna wake up and the whole thing's gonna be a flat, but also very tangled bird's nest at the same time. We had a quick chat about our plan of action for the morning, and in my head, these flights were like a very civilized time of day, and we'd be able to get up at normal time and have a nice chill morning. But actually in reality, we have to get up at 5 AM. I'm not really sure how that's happened. So I'm gonna get a little bit of an early night. I'm gonna go and dive into the Atlas 6. And we've only got a few little bits and bobs left over to do in the morning. I'm going to change the bed for Gemma, taking the bins out, cleaning the cat bowls. I won't bore you with the rest. And then obviously just shoving the last minute stuff into the suitcase. We're mostly packed, let me show you. This is how I'm looking, mostly done. I've got my little day-to-day bag here, which is going to go inside my plain bag here. And Adam is all sorted over here. He looks to have packed remarkably lighter than I have, so I'll have to make sure to give him some stuff. This is our big toiletries bag. This is going to be my bag which I turn into a clear bag at the airport. I've got this little sack full of camera bits here, so it might look a bit chaotic, but it all makes sense in my head. Oh, that's extremely zoomed in, and I'm zooming in more. Let's zoom out the other way. I look a little bit Ludwig van Beethoven right now. I'm hoping this has still been a nice, chill, cozy watch, even though I feel slightly over caffeinated and frantic. So I will see you bright and early, kind of not even early, kind of just late. I'll see you at 5 o'clock in the morning. Unconfirmed what state I'll be in, but I'll try my best. Take care, and I will see you very soon with another video. I'll see you with the New York vlogs. Bye. Sayonara, baby. Is that how they talk in New York? It's like Rachel and Friends. Oh, they're really gonna hate me over there.